After the first 6 or 8 months, the art business was very good to me in Santa Fe, and I've often said that I came to the right place at the right time with the right product. Western art was in its infancy, but my secretary talked me into buying one of these little black collars or buzzer rings, and it says that things says call your secretary. So I did that. I was over in Ramona Shoulder's office talking about something, and this thing buzzed, and I looked at it. Forrest, call your office right this second. Geez, right this second? I said, okay, here's Forrest. What's going on? She said, my secretary said, Forrest, I've got this lady on the telephone in Simi Valley, California. She said she's standing there with 2 Arabs. She's scared to death. But she said 8 years ago, you offered her something like $100,000 for her paintings. And the lady wants to know if the offer is still good. Well, I didn't know who the lady was, and $100,000 was a lot of money to me. But I told her, I said, if I made the offer to you, the offer is still good. I said, yeah, tell her I'll buy them. So she dismissed these 2 Arabs, and later on I talked to her a couple of times on the telephone. So she was liquidating her mother's estate. Her mother owned a golf course in Simi Valley, or outside of Simi Valley someplace. So she closed the 18th fairway on her golf course, and I landed uphill on her 18th fairway at her golf course and taxied up to her backyard. I figured that I had 15 minutes before the sheriff could get there and tell me I wasn't supposed to do that. And I told this lady that I had 15 minutes. Well, in that 15 minutes, I bought like 7 or 8 paintings, and this big rug that's on my floor, that was part of the deal. And I figured if I landed uphill, I could make it in my airplane, but I had to take off downhill because I was sweating. I can land in a shorter distance than I could take off, particularly with all this stuff loaded in my airplane. So I took off downhill, fortunately into the wind, and I lifted off just before I got to the end of that fairway and a bunch of big trees. And that it was things like that I acquired. But I always had a positive attitude. Yeah, I'll do it. Tell me what you have, and let's go do something. And I love the way those things work.